because we had two different artistic ideas and the way we do things. He's
Yeah.
different than I do. He's got like a type A personality, and I'm a little different. No cast, no shade. We're just different people.
Right.
And so I had to think of a name. And the first thing I thought of was like a Smoke and Mirrors. Because I'm a big fan of Pussifer, and there's a song of theirs called Smoke and Mirrors, and it's a cool thing like that. But then I don't know, it's just I sat on it for a couple of days, and when you write jokes, you always have to, or if you're writing songs, things like that, you have to make it where it's kind of catchy. I've always enjoyed like looking into I had a reflector telescope, and I've actually seen Jupiter, and I've seen the eye, and I've seen the four
Right.
Galilean moons around it, and it kind of has a meaning like of self-reflection, as well as power and influence, as well as like majesty and strangeness. Its gravitational effect helps the Earth, and it kind of goes around. It's very powerful. Looks at the Earth, looks at itself. It's kind of like the eye reflecting upon itself and what it means to be a human, basically, and all of those weird things that come along with that kind of concept.
Wow, that's cool. So Enigmites, the eye of Jupiter is actually pretty cool to look at. You can go Google it up and take a look at it if you want to see what it is. It basically looks like a, I don't know if I would guess it would call it a hexagon. It's 8-sided, but there's actually pretty deep occult meaning to it as well. If you take that hexagon from a 2-dimensional state into a 3-dimensional state, it forms a black cube. And if you go and look at every major financial institution across the world, New York or whatever, London, there's a big black cube, usually right in front of the #1 financial places out there in the back. I'm doing a project on that. And if you go and look one step further in that rabbit hole, the #1 evil company on the planet right now is called BlackRock. So it's a rabbit hole that if you want to tug on that and go look into it, it's really good.
All right.
Also,
okay.
too,
Let's talk. I'm ready to talk.
So it actually dates back to like most things do. It goes back to the Greeks, goes back to the Romans, goes back way down there when they talk about Saturn had many names. And if you pull it all the way through and you go deep enough, they'll tell you that it's that Saturn is actually Satan's planet. That's the planet that he actually came down from, and that cube is where he's trapped. That's their occult belief that goes into it, right? And again, there's a big black cube right in the middle of Mecca where they walk around.
They all go around, yep.
It's a whole thing to get into, right? And again, one of the
here's one that you might have even thought of, buddy, is like the Orthodox Jews they have those little black cubes on their, and they'll have them on their forehead. So it's just it's very interesting. Right there in the third eye region. Right, so
you're right there.
Let's go, man. I'm ready. This is
the eye
now
of
we're
Jupiter.
talking.
It's called the eye right in the third eye of Jupiter. And a guy, J.P. Morgan. I don't know if you've ever Enigmites. If you don't know who he is, man, he was a frenemy with the Rockefellers. He was an extremely rich man. He has a bank named after him in America as well. He was satanic. He was on I think he might have been on Jekyll Isle when they came up with the National Reserve or whatever, the bank the Treasury that's not really a government institution. But he has a famous quote saying, millionaires study numbers, billionaires study astrology. He was really big into the eye of Saturn, really big into like the occult that was in there. So yeah, man, that's cool. Bro,
Saturn's a little bit different than Jupiter. Saturn, are you talking about the hexagonal shape on top of the
Saturn. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize, everybody. I just really confused you. Yeah,
don't worry about it.
No, my Enigmites are like, they'll call me out. I got a lot of people that like to correct me. The eye of Jupiter is a Earth-sized hurricane that's going around Jupiter. Right? I just bounced to the eye of Saturn real quick to make a little hexagon thing to go into it. So I apologize on that, right? So sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man.
Please don't worry about it.
I got distracted. So yeah, as you can see here, we laughed, put up a little bit. And actually funny is you tell me about that A-type personality. I had a girl in one of my comments on my videos today tell me, just shut up and tell the story. It's a great story, but you're not very funny. So I said, thank you. And I think I'm hilarious is what I told her. So anyway,
well, you're going to get that. The thing is that, if you're, there's a crab in the bucket mentality when it comes to these things. And if you're actually getting those type of comments, that means most likely you're doing pretty well, to be honest with you.
Right. So yeah, I got that type of personality too, where like good insults make me laugh, right? I'm like, oh, that's pretty good, man. I can see that, right? Makes me laugh, right? So today I had a video, I had a post on Instagram about a video that the Catholic Church made about 9 years ago down in Chile via the UNICEF NGO, where they created a reptilian child, put him in makeup and put him in a room and was trying to teach other kids to, not bully the reptilian kid, right? It's very strange. It's on my Instagram page. You can go take a look at, or you go on YouTube and type it up. It's from 2009. They released the book at the very same time. And then, so I had people on that post were like, "You're so stupid. He's wearing a mask." It's like, yeah, I mean, I believe you. It's probably not a real reptilian kid. Right? So
yeah. I posted something because down here you don't really have like dogmen and Bigfoot down here in the Yucatan, and someone was posted something, and someone tagged me into somebody here from the town I live in that knows me, that knows this is what I do, and they were like, what do you think about this? And the person just put up an AI picture of a dog man to say, this is kind of what I seen. And people just like, that's AI, right? I'm like, did you read I even translated the post for you guys. Did you read it? He's trying to say, this is kind of represents what I saw,
So I replied back to him like, yeah, you can't see the forest because of the trees, can you, pal? And he's like, what's that got to do with aliens? I'm like, we're good, man. We're good, man. Like I said, peace out. We're good. Let's let it roll with it. Yeah, anyways, man. So that's funny. So real quick, man, Tom, what took you to Germany, man? Like that's pretty like you've been around, man.
I went to Germany back in '99.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.